End bad governance. Southeast holds different kinds of protest. The ongoing protest in the country, which was codenamed #EndBadGovernance, geared at making the leadership of the country intervene in the skyrocketing prices of food items, has been totally boycotted by all the Southeast states. However, though there were no physical meetings and movements of large numbers of people in the various cities in the Southeast, there are many who believe that the Southeasterners joined the protest but in a totally different way. Days before the protest, there had been warnings by various Igbo leaders and groups calling on the Igbo not to join the protest. The likes of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, the apex Igbo socio-political group, made press releases dissuading the Igbo at home and in the diaspora from participating in the protest. Honorable Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, joined in the call when he made a video calling on the Igbo to boycott the protest. He warned that if the Igbo joined in the protest, especially in other towns outside the area, the tendency was that people of other regions miscue the protest against them and accuse Igbo of being the masterminds of the protest, with the intention to vandalize their properties and also loot them. Heeding some of these calls, the first 3 days of the protest witnessed a total boycott by Ndigbo and has remained so. Daily Post correspondents who monitored trends across the Southeast noted that there was no protest anywhere in the Southeast. In Lagos and Abuja and other parts of the country, Igbo traders also failed to join a herd of protesters who stormed the streets to ask the President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to reduce the cost of living and end hunger in the country. In Oka, it was observed that Dr. Alex Ekwueme Square, a public square which serves as a meeting point for protesters, was deserted on August 1st and other preceding dates when the protest was held in all parts of the country. Meanwhile, what looked like a different kind of protest was witnessed in several parts of the Southeast. Though the atmosphere of the country was tense, leading to low vehicular activities in the zone, with markets, motor parks, banks and schools closed. On the morning of August 1st, youths formed football teams in various streets in most towns and played soccer as their own kind of protest. Others were also seen in beer parlors, drinking, eating, and making merry as their own protests. Very early on the first day of the protest, there was almost a funny kind of greeting as people asked each other where they were going for their own protest. Some youth who spoke to Daily Post in Oka while playing football on the popular Major Street in Oka said it was their own way of protesting. One of the youth who gave his name as Ejike said, "I own a shop at Eke Oka. We are here to do our own protest since they said today is set aside for protest. Market did not open, so we have to do our own protest here. We heard that people are burning properties already for the protest, but here our protest is to play football on this deserted main road. When they are done with our own protest destroying things, we will go back to our markets. We are not joining anyone in that destructive protest," the youth said. What looks like a more funny protest was the gathering of people in videos circulated on social media both in Enugu, Onitsha, and Oka, where able-bodied men gathered at drinking joints, treating themselves to drinks and chicken as their own kind of protest. In Oka, at Aroma Junction, where some youth gathered, drinking and eating and chanting songs, one of the youths, a printer, Mr. John Nze, said, "This is our own kind of protest. We are here to eat and drink and protest along with our northern and western brothers. We want to say that we are happy with the leadership of President Bola Tinubu. We did not vote for him, but we know our northern and western brothers voted for him. So this is the time to reap the reward of their support to Tinubu, and we are here to urge our president to keep up the good work," he said sarcastically. Reacting to the decision of the people, both the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, and the Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi, commented on the Southeast Zone for heeding the call not to join the protest. Both leaders in Enugu, on Sunday in Enugu, noting the action prevented needless loss of Igbo lives, businesses and property, while also showing good faith to the President Bola Tinubu administration. I also want to take the opportunity to commend our people greatly for heeding our call to shun the protest and go about their businesses. We want to commend them highly because they understand the value of hard work. Sometimes you may not be able to appreciate the effects of government policies immediately, but I tell you that some of these policies are well intentioned. With time, if we can just exercise a little more patience with the federal government, we are going to begin to see the values of these reforms. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your family